Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. My name is Mystic Powers, and I am here to bring you yet another one. This is a channeled message. We may pull some cards at the end, but it just depends on when we get to the end. This is a general reading. Everything in this reading that is said is alleged. It is the pseudoscience of me, Mystic Powers. It is my hypothesis on what has happened, what will happen, and what may happen. I could be talking about a woman, and you may see a man on the card. We all embody feminine and masculine energies. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Everything is not about you all the time. For those people who like to watch readings and think that you are being talked about. If you watch readings and you think that you are being talked about in every single reading, every time you watch a reading, then you need to ask yourself what is wrong with you. Why are you so insecure? Because I can tell you this much. The only people that does that or would feel that way is those who are guilty. So, let's move forward. We have my light card coming out. This is my Source Creator God card. This, when this card comes out, I am in the presence of Source. All right. Creation, recognizing creation. We have Saint Germain, karma releasing. Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. We have the South Node, the past, and then we have Source again. So we have Source here showing up twice. With creation, recognizing creator, I got this strong energy of the Most High Divine here. What I was channeling was that there were some family members here, passed over family members, that were not able to pay off karmic debt when they was here before they passed. With this energy, I was getting the download of that by you releasing, okay, karma from the past, okay, not just your past, but these passed over loved ones past. The creator is recognizing this, okay? Okay, when you say karma releasing, it's more like forgiveness, right? Forgiveness of those who may have done you wrong. Now, some of you divinely guided here have indeed have had loved ones passed over when you were kind of like not talking to them, or you had an argument and you fell out or whatnot. But however, you still need to heal that hurt or that pain that you had upon that person's passing. Okay? With you doing your shadow work here, it does allow you to release that pain and that trauma of that person, that has passed over. In a sense, it's like reconciling with spirit, all right? Even though you can't see that passed over person, that passed over person sees you. So when you do your shadow work, your inner work, and you heal yourself, that in a sense healed them as well, because they see your perspective on the other side. And when you release that karma, it allows them as well to release karma, therefore pay for karmic debt they have as well. See, when we are down here, we are not just doing work for the physical human. We are doing work for the spirit as well. So when we do our shadow work, especially when it comes down to our roots, we are also paying off karmic debt. On top of breaking these generational curses that our ancestors was placed under. That's why it's so important to undergo these lessons, do these tests. As an earth angel, we know we just don't learn spiritual wise of how to protect us and how to be a better version of ourselves. We are also healing each other, and we are also healing those who are on the other side. We have the North Node here, which is the future. And we have White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. And this is that energy that I was talking about. Because in the future, okay, this healing here for you, divinely guided, will allow your ancestors to get some karmic debt paid off. It will allow them to heal wounds, and it will allow them to be broken free from these curses that they may have caused here when they was alive, or was just placed on your family lineage. Now, as far as curses go, yesterday's reading was all about getting down to a root about a curse, right? When it comes to material wealth. But there are a whole bunch of different curses that people can be put under or put themselves under when they create karma, okay? And then for those who have already got the confirmation that their karmic debt is paid off, right? Now, when karmic debt is paid off, it just doesn't stop there. You just don't stop creating karma. You start creating dharma. Okay, either you pay off your karmic debt and you're like, hey, well, I can do a couple of bad things and create some more karma, which I don't know who would want to do that. Or you would pay off your karmic debt and then you would indeed start to create dharma. And what dharma is good karma that can be used for spiritual needs in the future. Like say if your child or whatnot, did something stupid like stole a purse or some lip gloss or whatever, got caught, whatever, after the age of 12. Well, you don't really have to fret about any bad, like harsh type of karma coming to your child or whatever, because there's dharma there. There's good luck there. That's what good karma is. It's kind of sort of like an energy currency for when you really need it. Like it's just sometimes you really need to create a karmic connection because maybe you can't split away from somebody easily. Maybe you really do have to hurt their feelings or whatnot. Well, guess what? You got dharma and you don't have to feel bad about hurting their feelings and walking away. Because everything is recorded. So, source is here. Creation is recognizing creation. The creator is recognizing his creation, which is you, divinely guided, in releasing this in releasing this karma here is very important, divinely guided. I know some of you are going through a lot. You've been through a lot, especially if it's concerning family and close friends. But what you need to know is you need to release any animosity or anger you have with these people. That too is also karma releasing, because who knows how many ancestors you need to be helping right now. I know when I first learned about the generational curse that was placed on my mother's side, and when I learned how it got placed on my mother's side, I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna trip. I'm not gonna trip. Let me just go on ahead and do what I need to do so I can release this karma, so I can pay off their karmic debts or whatnot. But when I get to where I'm getting to, and I get to those ancestors, yeah, I got a couple of words for you. Yes, I do. Because I had to pay off your karmic debt while y'all was out here throwing that ass in a circle. Way back in the day, before I was even, before my mama and my mama's mama was even thought of. But being that I am the generational curse breaker, that's a title that I hold very near and dear. I would do it over and over and over again to ensure my ancestors are happy and resting in peace. 12:22 on my timer. So this is the channeled message. As I said, I may pull, well, if it's not an hour, then I may pull, but if it is, it takes too long for my uploads to upload if it's more than an hour. So there is an energy here that is in despair. This energy is indeed a masculine energy. This person is probably down on their luck. They probably don't have any work. You know, they probably really don't even have a lot of stability for themselves here. Who isn't expecting. They're not expecting, which means they're not aware or prepared for a change. Now, this card does mean powerful personal growth, but when it is in reverse, this to me is the energy of someone who has lost all hope, someone who just doesn't really care about life and the beauty of it. When it comes down to some type of work, some form of work that they did, it doesn't matter. This card here to me also can mean spiritual work. When it comes down to the strange love that this masculine had for you, divinely guided, this strange love. Now, I know it came up in readings, a lot of readings. A lot of us are dealing with those men who are low down and in the closet. Okay? A lot of these men, they're confused about who they are and what they are, and they don't know whether they want the ping or the ding. Okay? So, with that situation, this would indeed be a very correct card right here, because excuse me, you telling me you want me to be in a relationship with you and your man? Where they do that at? I could have swore it was Adam and Eve. Or shit, you might want to say Adam and Lilith. Okay? Okay, healing from heartache. This person is unhealed from heartache. And it's not that this person is unhealed from heartache from you. No. This person isn't in heartache from you because you didn't do nothing but show this person love. To the point to where it was just about detrimental to you. If you would have stayed in this relationship, you would have suffered some type of death, whether it was physical or spiritual. And a lot of you also out there were dealing with soul ties, false flames, who literally just wanted to put you 6 feet under. But this person is unhealed, and this person is unhealed from what you did to them. This person is unhealed from their childhood and their first baby mama. This person is unhealed because their mother didn't protect them when they were young. And something happened to this person to get his energy distorted, and the baby mama, the one that actually broke his heart. This person is indeed in a bit of concern when it comes down to some sudden wealth that he was trying to get his grubby little hands on. Right. Okay, this person was indeed dedicated to achieve this goal. All right. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, or you could be a Capricorn or have it highly aspected. When it comes to your 10th house, your destiny, where you're going, your career, this person wanted to literally put an halt to your 10th house. Okay? In your 11th house, when it comes to your hopes and wishes and what you were doing for the future. See, what this person doesn't realize is that, okay, for an example, I'm going to use me once again, my ex, who's a Pisces. If he would have stayed working with me, he would have been able to break the generational curse off of his father's side, which is what he needed to do. He needed to break the curse of the masculines in his family being whores. That's right. His daddy was a whore. He's a whore. And guess what his son will be? Because his father didn't take care of breaking this curse. Now, this is not me disrespecting anybody. No. This is me telling the truth of the matter of why this person is distorted and can't move forward. But this may be the case for somebody else out there as well. Your masculine needed to sit there and learn from you. But no, this masculine in all of his glorious masculinity and this big ego banging on his chest was like, hold on, wait a minute. I don't need you to parent me. No. We weren't parenting you. We were teaching you. But had this particular Pisces stayed with me, not only would have broken this curse, he would have gotten the 10 of Pentacles, which was his own generational wealth, and his life would be a whole lot better. But instead, he chose the karmic way because people want to be lazy and just don't want to take the time to heal from their pain. oh, because if they heal from the pain, the people on the outside are going to look at them a certain way. But see, when you are a true earth angel, you don't give a flying fuck what nobody thinks about you when you're doing the right thing. So a lot of you are dealing with that type of scenario here. So now that this person is probably getting some realization of what the heck is going on, so is creation. Because see, this person didn't release that karma. Indeed, this person created extra karma for themselves because they tried to stop you, divinely guided, who was indeed paying for your ancestors' karma. Because at that time, you had already paid the karmic debt to this karmic here. You didn't actually have to be doing anything for this karmic person right here. When it comes down to this community, a community could be a family, a community could be a coven, a community could be a cult, a community could be a group of people of 3 or more. And this unexpected money that is a part of your 10th house, divinely guided, because you was dedicated to achieve your destiny here and fulfill your hopes and wishes. This here, where is it? Sudden wealth, this unexpected income belongs to you. There is someone that is or were, depending on the timeline, that was held in high honor. This person is a shapeshifter. They're actually a karmic feminine who does have some type of entity attachment. This person is someone who most likely drinks because that is one of the easiest ways to get yourself an entity attachment. This is why it's so important. Now, I'm not saying you can't drink. That's not what I'm saying. When I'm saying when you drink and you are vibrating at such a low frequency to where you're in such anger, such envy, such hatred, you allow these entities to slip right on in there. Whoop. Why can't entities attach to divinely guided? Well, because we have already released any type of energy that these entities could attach to. This is why when you people go, why is it that entity attaching itself to them when I send it? Because they literally can't. We're not vibrating at that low frequency. Entity attachment cannot inhabit a body, a vessel that's vibrating that high. This is what these people don't understand, which is why this person, this karmic feminine and this karmic masculine is so obsessive over you. Because you know what? The one thing I realized about me, and this is always true, this might happen to be for some of y'all out there. The one thing I always realize, something is true, that whenever there's a masculine that wants to have control over me, there's also a feminine that wants to have control over me. Not only does the masculine want to place me in a relationship that I don't want to be in with him, so does the feminine. It never fails. Anywhere I go, there is a masculine and a feminine competing against me because they want me and I don't want them in that way, but they're also competing against each other. And it's just, I'm like, look, this is why I'm not gay. And I don't want to deal with anybody at this point because it's just ridiculous. Like, what do you guys do? Think about sex 24/7? Did I think about sex? That was a song by Korn called Adidas. You should go listen to it. But I'm like, what's the matter with you people? Why are you so obsessed? It is not that serious, my God. For real. When it came down to these rituals to try and have control over the situation, when it comes down to this unexpected sudden wealth, that belongs to you, divinely guided, because you did the work, which is why creation is recognizing creation, because creation recognizes you did the work for this, which is why you're getting it from creation. About this person and their entity attachments and their obsessions of doing these rituals, casting these spells, and misleading the flock when it comes to divinely guided and who they are, with these false documents that they have turned in, these statements and agreements they have made when it comes down to divinely guided's dedication to achieve their destiny and their hopes and wishes, alongside this not divine masculine, this karmic masculine here, who wants to sit up here and be like, oh, woe is me. Woe is me. Look at me. I'm in need. Beggar, beggar, beggar. User, user, user. Because all this person wants to do is come in and try to put you in some false imprisonment. They want to come in and try to use you for your wealth. They want to come in and use you for your status because they want to look like they're an actual man, when we all know they're just a little boy who knows nothing. Oh, I'm going to tell the truth today. I tell the truth all day, every day. But today, I'm really pissed because you people keep on trying to infiltrate my dreams with your bullshit, and I'm tired of it. No matter what type of spell you do on me when it comes to trying to soften my heart will never be softened. Like I said, you guys are dead to me, and the collective pretty much feels that way too, because at this point you done did way too much and you're getting ready to be imprisoned, whether it's physical or spiritual. Nobody cares about how you people feel. Do you understand? You did this to yourself. When you had the chance to work with divinely guided, you chose to stab divinely guided in the back to take everything that belonged to divinely guided. So we don't feel sorry for you. Oh no, we don't. Some of you are going to be getting kicked out of your homes and be placed out on the streets just like divinely guided was. Because 99% of you divinely guided were homeless at some point. You may not be now, but you were. These people will not have a way out because your protectors is blocking the ways out. Yeah, that's right. Helping someone in need, service to others, that came in reverse. They will not have any help. They don't have a great protector here protecting them at all. They are actually under attack by their own entity attachments. These entities are attacking these people. These entities don't got no other choice but to, hey, look, the big man gonna have to get his pay from you guys, because they sure ain't getting it from the divine, because the divinely guided has a great protector. We got Source. As our protector. Okay? No weapon formed against us shall prosper. So we do not fear you, people. Understand this, okay? We don't fear you at all. What we do have is apathy for you. At this point, we don't have no more empathy, because you don't deserve it at all. A way out of a bad situation is in reverse. Yeah, see, on both sides. On the left side, you try to get out, you stuck. Our protector's there. On the right side, you get out, you stuck there because it ain't no door. So that's what you get. These people who are in toxic masculine energy, and this is also my God card. So the God, we have creator here 3 times. Who? 3. The number 3. It's a very divine number, especially the number 33. These people were trying to trap you in a marriage. They were trying to trap you in a marriage for money. This is in reverse. There's no way that you will put a ring on that finger with none of these people, or commit yourself to any of these people, because you see past the veil. You took a look-see. You like, let me take a look-see to see what's getting ready to happen. And you saw, and you was like, hey, okay, I know what to do. You hopped right on into your feminine energy. You hopped right on into that goddess energy. You grew them wings and you started to fly on your own. You see how she has that little leash right there, and it's like a little devil tail coming out the back? Yeah, that's because the devil is underneath our feet. Our angels are on the sideline watching us and protecting us. And not only are they on the sideline watching and protecting us, they're also celebrating us. Because what are we doing? We're getting the job done when it comes to healing our ancestors and releasing and paying for karmic debt. That's why Source is here 3 times saying, hey, I recognize what you have done, divinely guided. I recognize what was done in the past, and I recognize what's going to be done in the future, because we do have the future card out here. With the North Node, the creator realizes you paid for your karmic debt that you created when you was in your South Node, and you have moved into your North Node, and you are literally in the future getting ready to get this, because once again, it's your destiny. It is your hopes and wishes, and you were dedicated to them. Being colder than ice, cold-blooded. Yes, these people were indeed cold-blooded to you. They want to be cold-blooded to you, and they want to try and run away from their karma. They want to be cold-blooded to you and do all this bullshit and try to cloak themselves underneath your energy so that you can pay for their karma. No, we've paid enough for your karma. Enough is enough, okay? We don't care anymore. Here, take all your damn karma back. Take your shit. Get your energy. Get your your logic. Your outdated ass motherfucking magic that don't work. Your outdated ass beliefs, and get the fuck on somewhere. Kick rocks. This is a karmic family toxic dynamic. This card is always coming out. You are free and sovereign. You have already earned your birthrights and your spiritual gifts. And there's nothing that these people can do to take it away. Once you enter the door is closed. And we entered the door. That way you can't come in and we can never come back. What did I tell you? Somebody here is on the down low and they need to just go on ahead and come out the closet and be who the fuck they are and leave divinely guided alone. This person did not learn the lesson of water. This person is in a feminine energy and very emotional, very chaotic within the emotions. Especially when it comes to releasing anger, hatred, envy. They're getting a backfire here. Their magic that's outdated can only work on them. It can never work on divinely guided again. That's any and all magic that you have learned and will, any magic, period, point blank. It doesn't matter if it's a love spell, a death spell, a hex spell, a hex spell, whatever. It can never work on divinely guided ever again. And I do mean ever. Why? Because we have the information encoded within our DNA. We are consciously connected to each other. So even if we didn't have the information encoded in our DNA, we still have the information because the Christ conscious grid is active, and those who are within the collective and the 12 tribes are indeed very much consciously connected to each other. This is that spiritual work that we do when we sleep. This is somebody who's extremely sexual. This person does not know how to control this person could have a sex addiction right here. They are receiving bad news. Okay? Because of their impulsiveness, their weakness. This person could be a warlock or a witch. We did see, we so far seen fire and air energies. It came in reverse. People being judged by their maker, whoever they are. Now this card, I had to go there because some of these people do not worship the same creator we do. So it is fair to say that they are indeed being judged by not just the creator, but they are being judged by their creator, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Someone who has been to hell and back and holds the keys. You are someone who has been to hell and back and you hold the keys. As the 9 of Wands, the wounded warrior, you go to battle for yours. Ain't nobody gonna tell you, like I said, where you gonna find me, where you gonna find Danielle at. You gonna find Danielle on the front line in the armor of God, the full-bodied armor of God, with sword up, ready. I'm not playing about this. I take this very seriously. You not about to sit up here and think you gonna pimp me spiritually, and you dang sure ain't gonna pimp me physically. You not about to pimp my lineage no more. You not about to pimp my children. No, baby. No. I'm someone that's been to hell and back, and yes, I hold the key. Yes, I do. And so is divinely guided. Higher authority or powers that were. This is somebody who probably some fake Bible thumper who holds some power that they don't need to be having. That's why it says powers that were. Because divinely guided, you snatched their crown off of their head and you put it on yours. Yes, we did. Someone being haunted by their dreams, they are not having any sleep. Well, stop doing dream magic, then maybe you can get some sleep. I don't know what to say about that. They are indeed being caught. They are indeed being caught. Trying to steal from you. Mm-hmm. 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 They're being caught. Trying to steal this sudden wealth from you and this unexpected money. Someone will get a wish, someone will not. It just depends. In this case, divinely guided, you are indeed getting the wish fulfillment, while they are not. It doesn't matter. Someone's going to win here in this matter. We already know it's the person God favors. This is ending. This ending is a very painful ending for everyone involved. This is a painful ending for everyone involved here. But the difference between divinely guided and the karmics, divinely guided will heal and move forward. Either the karmics is going to it ain't either. Either they're going to heal or they're going to self-sabotage. Either way, it's a painful ending. These people did not learn the lesson of error by lying on you and perpetuating these false stories when it came down to you, divinely guided. They didn't learn the lesson of error they didn't learn the lesson that the power of the tongue is a great power. You have to be aware of how you use it. This is why the divinely guided can speak things over and so easy and don't have to worry about a thing. You want to know why? Because God knows we will never misuse our gifts to hurt and harm people. But if you test this bitch, that's a whole nother story. Doesn't matter the situation, time was put into it. So it doesn't really matter the situation. It was time put into it. Divinely guided, you put your time into when you try to help these people heal and move them forward. Don't worry about that. The divine is going to make sure you get that time back. They put their time into creating this chaotic energy right here. Don't worry about it. The Most High will take care of it, okay? False love, lesson to learn. This was indeed a false love lesson to learn. These were false karmic connections, and you needed to learn this lesson here. Someone watching you and wanting to win at all costs. But, the divine isn't going to let that happen so they can just kick rocks. No matter what, a tower moment is a tower moment. It does not matter what the situation or what side of the karmic wheel you are on. A tower moment is a tower moment. It will most definitely bring in change, no matter if it's good change, no matter if it's bad change. Only you, divinely guided, know where you are to be putting yourself on that wheel. Okay, sage your space. Some of you may do need to sage